Hey guys, with this video I will try to explain the build a little bit closer, how I handle my resources, how my combat awareness is, and what are my thoughts during this scene during the fight. If you haven't seen the video, down in the description there is a link to the original video, because here in the video I will pause the scene a lot just to explain stuff and what I think, etc., how the build works and this. Okay, let's start. To sum up the situation, some of those Daggerfall Covenant guys took the resource. To me it looks like they are all grouped up because how they move around, I think they are a little bit organized. And then on my side we have the Pact Pucks, including me of course. I don't think the Pact guys that you see here are grouped up together. Not sure though, but it doesn't really look like it. Okay, let's move on. So now, as you can see, there is most of the group is in the tower, and there is a few guys outside, and as you can see, that dude there, he's quite alone, and it seems he pushed out a little bit too far. That's why I just shoot him, leap, and he almost insta dies. The dude that just got killed, you saw he only had like 15k HP. It was a Zork, so he probably has a shit ton of magicka, but as you saw, when I hit him, somebody else made him knock back, and that's probably why he couldn't reapply his shield, and then he of course took the full hit of my leap in the face, and with 15k HP you're dead so fast. Now I tried to target the next enemy, and that was a Zork there. So I already knew I wasn't going to kill him straight, because as you can see he has a 20k shield up, and you know you can't crit shields. So all I wanted to do is a little bit damage him, and while I was doing that, all of a sudden you see two more guys in the middle. Then I was a little bit confused, that's why you will see I will move back a little bit to get a better overview over the situation. Now I see there is still a lot of those DC guys in the tower, and I was kind of afraid that they storm out at once with proxy deaths up and shit and just AoE everything down, but I don't know what they're doing there, but yeah, whatever. So I just focused the next target, and you see they run inside into the tower because they shit their pants for some reason. And yeah, you will see the Zork. He's a little bit alone outside, the DC dude, and then once he realizes there's too many pack guys, he also bolts inside. Now I saw the dude bolted inside. I tried to charge him, but this motherfucking Dwemer automaton, I don't know, I probably accidentally targeted it. Anyway, I turn around, then I see two more DC guys there, and I just attack the closer one. Also, I know there is a lot of enemies in the tower, so I really shouldn't stand for too long there. So that's why my first thought was, okay, I'm gonna make a dodge roll closer to the dude there, and then I do a wrecking blow. So right after I did the wrecking blow, I dodge roll again because so much shit is hitting me. And right after my dodge is finished, I start charging a heavy attack and animation cancel executioner, but it didn't kill him. So I'm not trying anymore because there's so much shit hitting me, and I just roll outside because I know those guys are not coming out, so I just get out of their range. Okay, I went behind to the wall, so like nothing can attack me and I can see where the enemies are. It gives me a little bit like an overview. Then I see there is like 3-4 dudes outside and I just target the first dude. And yeah, you will see he's only wet free, so he dies pretty quickly. Also other guys are hitting him and he just runs out to us alone, which is a death sentence. Now as soon as this dude was dead, I see the whole DC group jumping down and I'm like, oh shit, they're all charging us. So I just move backwards a little bit, so I always have this the range, so like I'm not in their face and they just AoE everything down and I die. So, and also when I have my bow and I dodge roll, I get the 40% speed buff, so I can easily outrun them. I mean they're stronger in the group, but usually groups suck at movement, so they're not really fast. So I can outrun them if I need to. You see, I like I have my bow and I got the big distance between them and me, and it doesn't seem they really shoot at me. Then I see like two of those guys are going down under the bridge, and I just try to heavy attack Silver Shard, one of the dudes down, but it didn't kill him, sadly. So now here I charge again my heavy attack, then Silver Shard's heavy attack into his face, and right away I leap to the enemy in hope that I get the hit on him before he stands up, but because I was a little bit too far away, he had time to stand up and heal himself. Also, like I could have stood back there, but I was kind of low on resources, and you know the DK, the Battle Roar passive, every time you use a ulti you get the resources back, so I was like, okay, let's just jump right in there, and yeah. Also, now I know those two guys, both Templars, spamming Breath of Life like crazy, so I keep that in my mind, like that if possible that I get a kill on those guys because they are constantly healing the whole group. Anyway, now I see the other guys are still up there. I don't know what they're doing and I just move backwards again. Okay, I'm back again and you see they're not really coming forward, but then all of a sudden on the right side there is a Zork dropping his mines, and depending on their builds, like they always do quite high damage because I don't know why, it's just insane damage. And now I saw, okay, maybe more coming from the right side and the group from the front there, and I really don't want to get sandwiched, so I decide to move away a little bit further. So now we have again more distance and I'm kind of low on resources, so I saw the Zork there and I just charge my heavy attack and shoot the arrow without any skills to regain some resources. And here too, like when you do a full heavy attack on an enemy, you get your resources back, and it doesn't even have to hit him. You saw like my resources got filled up as soon as I released my heavy attack button. So it doesn't really need to hit him at all. Like or let's say maybe when the enemy dodge rolls, we don't get the stamina back, but when he's not in the process of dodge rolling or something like that, and even before it hits the enemy, you get your resources back. So now you can see they try to push us back, and I'm not really in a hurry because I know I deal quite good damage with my bow. So I just aim at the bridge there, and yeah, that poor dude up there that got hit almost insta-dies from the damage I do. And then I try to gain, I still think they push further, so I move even further backwards to gain some space. Okay, I turn around again, I check the situation, I see one Zork gets ahead of his group. That's like, and I have my ulti ready, so I know heavy attack, silver shard, dragon leap, and that dude is dead if he doesn't dodge roll it, and he looks pretty dead to me. After I killed him, I roll further away again because I'm afraid that the group pushes even closer to us. So I tried to get the hit on the knife blade, but he dodge rolled and ran back to his group. Now I also noticed that the DC guys, they go back again because I don't know, they just want to farm on the resource or whatever. So I move closer to them again. I see one of the Zorks charging at this bolt escape. He's too far outside of his group. So I charge a heavy attack, silver shards, and some other pack dude hit him with overload at the same time and he insta dies. Yeah, I'm behind the wall, like they can't really target me, but they see they're pushing again. So I really want to make sure that I'm not getting stumped over from those guys because they will most likely kill me, so I run backwards again. Okay, now I saw that dude didn't have full HP and it was a really quick decision and I just tried to shoot him. I didn't really know if it was going to kill him or not, but I got lucky and probably something else hit him and he dies. Here again, this dude made the same mistake like the other guys before. He just, like his group is in the back and he's alone there. And basically it's a death sentence because everybody will focus him. So I just charge my heavy attack, silver shards, and then I swap to the two-hander and I start charging my heavy attack, but I saw he's going to die anyway, so I just released it very early, so it's gonna hit him right away and he of course dies there. Also, as long as they keep the distance, I'm not really worried about my resources because I only have like 700 regen, but it doesn't really matter because I recharge most resources through my ulti or heavy attack or molten armaments. So I just, like, I'm not in any pressure at all, and I just keep heavy attack, silver sharding the enemies. And yeah, I hope for guys to come out to do, like, to make a mistake, which many of those guys do. And the group doesn't really push. I don't know, I think they're not really experienced. So it's kind of a safe situation at the moment for me. So what I did here, I saw them all balling up on the bridge, so really close together. I have my ulti ready and I can deal a lot of damage with take flight because, yeah, I mean I have 4.2k weapon damage and all like 38k stamina. So the take flight at the moment is the only ultimate that is physical damage, so it scales with mighty very nicely. So just jump in there, swap to the bow, because there I have my AoE skill and I spam 2-3 times bombard and then I roll back again. If I was in a group of 2 or 3, if 2 dudes had leaped in there and spammed steel tornado or something, probably almost all of those guys died. But well, sadly I'm alone. So you see the Templar there, he's spamming Breath of Life like crazy. Blocking, spamming Breath of Life, it's almost impossible to kill him. I move forward again and try to get the hit on some of the dudes, but the Templar there spamming Breath of Life, it's too many heals, and as you see I almost get killed, so I try to create a gap again, roll, dodge a little bit backwards. Again, I have my ulti ready, I leap in, sadly I I hit the wrong target so it doesn't bump all of them up, but I spam bombard 2-3 times, so like their HP drops. I know they're not going to die, but at least I can try to scare them off a little bit so they get confused and shit their pants. Then you see this Master Angler Zork comes out on his own and of course everybody focuses him. He gets knocked down, I just charge him and of, he doesn't have time to put his shields on or he doesn't get healed and he dies really quickly. Then I move a little bit backwards, I see a dude trying to swim over. Maybe he was searching for something in the water, I don't know. Anyway, it's like he, in the water he can't block, he can't dodge roll, so I just charge my heavy attack, silver shards, and then I try to kill him with execution. You see, crit charge, executioner, swap back to my bow. You see, like usually you see the execution animation, but I animation cancelled it heavily. So all you see is the swing, you don't even see me moving the weapon at all, and I just weapon swap back to the bow bar. If you haven't done so already, I have a animation cancelling video like how to do. You can find it in the description of the video to see how those things work. Now I saw that there's a vampire and I know I can reach him because with my bow. And actually I have Silver Leash morph here, but I just morphed it the wrong way. I don't know why, it's retarded, but anyway. It's actually funny because it pulls him to me and he dies. Now here you can see the Templar tries to rest the other dude. That was his probably worst mistake in this situation, because you see he doesn't have full HP and I know my my heavy attack does more and more damage to lower the enemy's health because of molten armaments. And I know he's wearing heavy armor and he is a very experienced healer, so I don't just do a heavy attack and silver shards. I just leap afterwards to him and try to use executioner or something to kill him off. Because if he gets time to cast one or two breath of life, I will probably not be able to kill him. But luckily you'll see he gets fucked up pretty hard. So right after I killed the dude I got jumped by a Nightblade and there is other guys around, so I try to move backwards slowly and the Nightblade doesn't keep trying to attack me. Most Nightblades try to ambush, surprise attack you, and if you're not dead they just pussy off. Luckily this dude did the same thing, so I had the chance to walk backwards without getting any CC or shit like feared, which would have probably killed me because there is quite a few enemies up there in front, so I was lucky. But most important, their main healer is dead. So now we just have to look that he doesn't get rest. Now you see, like, they're not... Maybe they wanted to rest the dude, but they make a small move backwards, so... That's the moment where I thought, okay, we'll push forward to the wall, because there nobody can attack me and they got their catapult a little bit backwards. So I have time to think again and find another Templar healer or just something to shoot at, because I can charge my heavy attack and silver shards at the wall there peacefully without getting attacked, which makes it very easy. And also, you see up there is a Legolas with his shitty shield breaker, spamming light attacks. There's the dude at the catapult. I get my ulti ready. I just shoot the heavy attack and I leap right into it and luckily he dies instantly. I swap back to my bow bar and spam bombard just to... I know I'm not gonna kill anyone with the bombard spam, but I just want to scare them a little bit. And then all of a sudden, like, I get ambushed or spambushed by a Nightblade, however, whatever you wanna call it. So I move backwards a little bit again. You see, like I went back behind the wall and the dude is still on me. Although, like, my guys are on the bridge and it's quite a wonder that he actually didn't die because nobody really attacked him, but he noticed that shit, he's alone there, and that's why he goes back to his group again. He also tried to kill me with ambush, surprise and dawnbreaker, but yeah, it didn't hit me, luckily. Now I noticed that my guys are also pushing forward. So I just decide to snipe one of the dudes and crit rush him right into his face in hope that the other guys also push a little bit forward. Now the plan kind of worked. My guys are also, like, they pushed forward. And now I just saw the dude using a healing ward, so I see it's a Templar and I want to kill him first, because if he keeps spamming healing ward or breath of life, it's quite annoying, so I really want to kill him as fast as possible. So he's in light armor and it seems either he was confused or something didn't work, but he didn't even block my wrecking blow. Just to make sure that he really dies, I just leaped right afterwards. And we know that wrecking blow boosts my next attack by 20%, so my take flight got empowered, and I already kind of knew he's going to die, so maybe I should have saved the Dragon Leap, but I just want to make sure that he really dies. That means, again, one healer less for the enemy group. Now again a temper healer, and you saw I checked the other DK dude there, but he was probably a tank, so I didn't bother attacking him because of course he would have died eventually, but there's other guys around that are more squishy, and I saw this temper healer, so I really want to keep the pressure on him. I got lucky, I don't know why he didn't keep spamming Breath of Life, maybe he was out of resources or whatever, but I could kill him before he managed to get inside. Then I look around, I see another DC dude at the flag, so I just charge him. I just saw he tried to rest the dude. I tried to bash him, but right when I tried to bash him I got CC'd, so I had to break free first and then I could bash him. And yeah, of course he dies, he's the last dude standing out there alone. So I get damaged quite a lot, and you saw there is still enemies on top of the tower attacking me, so I was a little bit low on resources, and so I just decided to leap onto the mage dude, so I get back resources and then roll out of their range again, and that's basically it.